Welcome back. We shall be discussing about stepping stone method. This is one of the method for optimizing transportation allocation. We have already discussed three methods for initial allocation. They are north-based corner rule, least cost method and Vogel approximation method. After completing initial allocation with any one of the three methods discussed, we go to the next phase of optimization. And we have two methods for optimization. They are stepping stone and MODI. So today we are going to discuss about stepping stone. Before we get into this method, need to understand couple of definitions. There are two definitions here. All the cells which has got allocation, they are called stone cells. So in this example, what I have done is I have taken initial allocation from Vogel approximation method, which is shown in table allocation table here. And as you remember, the cost from Vogel approximation was 2030, which you see here. Now in this case, stone cells are S3D1. Let us mark it with blue color, and these three cells, and then S2D3 and S1D4. These are the stone cells. So number of stone cells for a feasible allocation should be m plus n minus 1. Since there are 3 rows and 4 columns, stone cells should be 6, which we have here. And the other cells which are not allocated or which are white in this particular table, they are called water cells. Now for stepping stone method, we use the current allocation which we have got from Vogel here. Technically you can take allocation from any method from initial stage, but here it is suggested that BAM could be a good to start with, because that will help us go through few steps in the final optimization phase. So now for each water cells will compute the opportunity cost. If opportunity cost is improving the total cost or reducing the cost, we'll do a new allocation there, and that process will be continued. So for finding out opportunity cost, we have to look for a shape around a empty cell in such a way that it forms rectangle as shown in this figure. So or it should form rectangle. The rule for rectangle is when you go in the clockwise manner, out of the 4 corners, 3 corners should have allocation. If we are not able to form rectangle, then we have to look for another shape, which is shown here in the other yellow figure here, where the cursor is stepped rectangle. In this case, again when you go clockwise, there should be 5 allocation, because this shape has got 6 corners. So out of 6 corners, 1 corner should be empty, where we are exploring the opportunity cost, and other 5 should have already allocation. So let's get going and start computing opportunity cost for S1D1. Let us do for S1D1. Now S1D1, when you look at, this is the rectangle which get around S1D1, and this means if you take this is the rectangle which you get around S1D1. We'll mark it in yellow to show that this rectangle is, and out of this rectangle 3 corners have got allocation. So value of S1D1 would be S1D1, this would be V plus 50, this is the new cell which will be allocating here. So plus 50 minus 75, the next one, then plus 70 and minus 40. That will be the net impact on the cost, which is equal to, if you add it up, this will be equal to 50 plus 70, 120, 115. This will be equal to 5. So opportunity cost for S1D1 is 5. Since this is not reducing, we mark this one as this is not a place we would like to make allocation. So let us use red color for this. Now let's calculate S2D2. Again, here we get a small rectangle. So rectangle for S2D2 is this. So here, if I clear it, this is a small rectangle we have. So S2D1 actually, S2D1 will be equal to 65 minus 80 plus 70 minus 40. This is equal to 135, 120. This is equal to 15 plus 15. So here even this sale S2D1, we don't have opportunity to improve the cost. In fact, in case we allocate here, the cost will deteriorate. Let's calculate opportunity cost for S1D3. S1D3. Now let's look at here. Around S1D3, we have to find out a rectangle. So let's look for a rectangle around S1D3. S1D3. So here is the S1D3. So you get this rectangle. This rectangle fulfills the condition of three cells having allocation. Like this and this cell have allocation. This is empty. So here S1D3 will be equal to, we go with the same formula here, S1D3 plus 30 minus 40 plus 80 minus 75, and this is equal to 30, 80, 110 minus 40, 115. This is minus 5. So if I make a new allocation here, my cost will come down by minus 5 unit per unit of allocation. So this is certainly a opportunity for allocation. So let me mark this one in green. Now let's go to the another cell, another water cells, and look at opportunity. So another cell is S3D3. So S3D3 will be, we have to find a rectangle around S3D3 here. So we get a small rectangle here, a small one. So let's clear these to show you where we are getting rectangle. S3D3, so this is the small rectangle which you get and which fulfills the criteria. So if you go on that criteria, then here it would be plus 50, S3D3 is plus 50 minus 70 plus 80 and minus 40. This is equal to 130 minus 110, 20. So here also if you make allocation here, situation will not improve. So this also let's mark in red color. This means, this is not a cell to allocate. Now let's look at S2D4. S2D4. And here if you do, we need to look for a rectangle around S2D4. S2D4. This means this cell. Now here around this cell, we can have rectangle which is getting here. This means, covering S2D4. This means we are covering this S2D4. You are covering this cell. This 4 will form rectangle because if you look at, there are 3 allocations here. So this is the rectangle we are getting around over here, and therefore this number would be plus 60, which will be a key allocation, minus 80 plus 75 and minus 45, which is equal to 60, 75, 135, 125, 10. So if you make allocation here, this also deteriorates by 10 units. So even this is not a opportunity for improvement. So we will also mark this one red. Now the last cell, we have been lucky so far because all where we are getting a rectangle. Sometimes guys, you may not get a rectangle, then you have to look for a shape like a stepped rectangle like this, which becomes little more complex. Complex in the sense, instead of 4 nodes, you have 6 nodes here. So let's look at here. S3D4 is here. Again around here you form a rectangle. It is getting a rectangle. So this is the rectangle we are getting around S3D4. And if I do here, then S3D4 is 55 plus 55 minus 70 plus 75 and minus 45, which is equal to, if you add these, then 75 plus 55, 80, 130 minus 115. So this is the 15. So this is again plus 15. This means we have no opportunity here. So the moment we do this, even this becomes a red. So out of 6 water cell, only one opportunity exists is S1D3. For doing allocation in S1D3, what we have to do is we have to again look for a sort of rectangle around S1D3, which is a small rectangle over here. So this is the rectangle, and just we mark it here. So now if you look at, there are 3 cells which are already have an allocation here. That is 2, 7 and 10. Now we have to take minimum of the 3 and that we have to allocate here. So in this cell we put plus 2, let's what do you call copy this allocation so that we don't change Vogel allocation, and control C. I'll do control V for that allocation again. Let's copy this allocation. So in this cell we'll put +2 because which is the lower of the three allocations here already. So +2 here. The next we have to do -2. This means 10 minus 2, which is 8. The next we have to do +2, 7 plus 2, which is 9. And the above one, 2 minus 2, which is 0. This means allocation is going to be 0. If you do this, then we have to take a cost here. So let's find out cost by the sum product. And here sum product will be sum of this particular matrix, comma, the allocation at this stage, which is this is the allocation. Now if you do this, you will see the cost coming to 2020. So this means in one iteration, after iteration 1, this is result of iteration 1, we have got a cost of iteration 1, we have got a cost of 2020. Now what we have to do is, in order to check this iteration, whether we have achieved the optimal or no, what we have to do is, we have to go through the calculating of this cost again, and then ensure that for all water cells it should be positive. Now here when you look at D2, this is the small rectangle. So you know, around each water cell you need to compute opportunity cost, and then if all are positive, this means we have this the optimal solution. If they are, any one of them are negative, then certainly we have to do a new allocation there itself. So when you do it, when you compute this sales, you will find that all of them are positive in this case. Let's do that. Now S1 D1 rectangle doesn't exist. So let's look for rectangle first. D2, S1 D2, there is a rectangle, and that rectangle is right here, S1 D2. S1 D2, this is the small rectangle which we have here. So here if you look at, this will be S1 D2 will be, let's look at here, S1 D2 will be this rectangle. So S1 D2 is plus 75 minus 30 plus 40 minus 80. This will be equal to, if you add it up, then 115 minus 110. This is 5. So it's a positive one. So this certainly is not a cell where we need to look for allocation. So we find that this is red already. Now let's look for another one. Here again, here we have got a small rectangle which is getting formed. Very easy. This cell, the second cell, we have got a rectangle. So let us finish rectangle, then we look for stepped ones. Here we are getting a rectangle. You know, D2, D3 column itself, keeping these two at the bottom. So this is the rectangle which we are getting formed. So now if you look at here, S3 D3 will be a cost of S3 D3. So if you look at S3 D3 here, plus 50 minus 70 plus 80 over here, and minus 40, which is equal to 130 minus 110, 20 units. So this also is positive. This means in first two case, this also is positive. So we put a red color over here. I am just putting this color, this is just for marking where opportunity exists, just to explain in a better way. Not mandatory to put color here. Now look at here, you get a small rectangle. Now here in S2 D4, the rectangle is D3 D4, just the top two, S2 D4, this is the rectangle which you are getting here. So if you look at here, S2 D4, the cost would be, let's look at from this rectangle, 60 minus 40 plus 30 minus 45, which is equal to 60, sorry, here is 30, here is plus, by mistake I put so 60, 30, 90 minus 85, so this is 5. So this also is positive. So this particular thing, like S2 D4, this is positive, and therefore we don't have opportunity existing here. Now let's look at this particular case. Now these three rectangles have come. This also will form a rectangle, S2 D1. This is a small rectangle. So let's complete that first. S2 D1. S2 D1, the rectangle which is getting formed is lower two rows and first two columns. This means lower two rows and first two columns. This is the rectangle which you are getting here. So here S1, S2, D1. So here we'll do S2 D1, S2 D1. This is equal to S2 D1. This means S2 D1. This means 65. So we start with plus 65. Go clockwise. Minus 80, plus 70, and minus 40. This is equal to 135, 120, 15. So this is again positive. So if you look at these first four cases, all of them we are getting positive. So this is also red. Now we have got two cells left. Here I don't get a rectangle easily. I don't see a rectangle around. No chance. What about here? Here again we are not able to get a rectangle around this one also. So then we have to look for stepped rectangle. So let's look at if there is a stepped rectangle exists, which there will be a stepped rectangle here. So now here, if you take D1, D3 completely, D1, D3 if you take, D1 to D3 if you take, and just mark this and remove this particular thing, you will have a stepped rectangle like this one. So these are the 6 corners. If you look at, out of the 6 corners, after 6 corners I am taking this, so I am just coming like this, coming here, here and here. So 5 of them have got a location. So S1 D3, the way we will compute is like this. Again we will look for empty column, S1 D3. Let's take this, and here what are the things? S1 D3, S1 D1. So S1 D1 actually, D1. So this will be plus 50. We have to take from this rectangle the corner figures. So plus 50, minus 30, plus 40, minus 80, plus 70, and minus 40. This should be equal to, we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 figures. This is 50, 40, 90, plus 70, 160, minus 30, 130, minus 80, 50, minus 40, 10. So this also, S1 D1, when you compute, this becomes a positive figure. So again, here also opportunity doesn't exist. So this means S1 D1 is plus 10. So this also is red. So let's mark it with red color. Now only one cell which is left is S3 D4. So let's explore a shape around S3 D4. Now when you look at S3 D4, now here again, we don't get a rectangle easily. But if we create a sort of like a stepped rectangle, starting D2 to D4, then it could be a stepped rectangle. Like if I take like this and then chop off this corner, I get a stepped rectangle. Look at here. So here in this case, like we have 2 allocations here, and there is allocation here, here and here. So we have 5 allocations, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So from this one, just computing S3 D4 here, we can just calculate the opportunity cost. S3 D4, this will be equal to, we have to compute from this particular table, like S3 D4 is here. This means 55 minus 70 plus 80 minus 40 plus 30 minus 45, and this is equal to, if you look at here, this will be equal to 50, 85, 135, 80 minus 40 plus 30 plus 30 and minus 45. So here if I take all the pluses, it becomes 55 and 80. 135 plus 30, 165 minus 17. This becomes 90 minus 40, 50 minus 45. This is also is 5 units. So here this will be also a positive cost. So what I see here is there is no opportunity to improve this, and or otherwise we can say that all water cells has got deterioration if I do allocation. So therefore I have received at an optimal solution. An optimal solution for this allocation is 2020, which we got in iteration 1, and we don't need any further iteration. So stepping stone method gives you optimal allocation, which we have received here, and that is 2020. Thank you.